Hey there, I'm Andrew with PCFMA and welcome back to Beyond the Market. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a quick and easy apple fritter. If you haven't had an apple fritter before, it's basically a donut mixed with little bits of apple. When you go to a farmer's market, there are a ton of different apples. Today we picked up a few. This is a sugar bee. It's small and bright red. This is an opal. It's yellow with little spots on it. This is a honey crisp. It's green with the little red mixed in. This is a Granny Smith. It's a bright green color. Let's try these and see which one will work best for our apple fritters. This is a sugar bee. It's very tart and crisp. Now let's try the opal. It's juicy, has a little bit of tartness, but the classic apple flavor. Now let's try the honey crisp. It's definitely the juiciest and the sweetest by far. Finally, for the Granny Smith. To me, Granny Smiths are very sour, but they're good for baking sometimes. Today, I'm gonna be going with the honey crisp. Our recipe today calls for 2 apples. First, we need to remove the core, and I'll be using this to make it nice and easy. To use a core at home, you're gonna wanna line up the circle with the stem and press down hard. Take a look at the core. This is where the seeds live, and we don't want those inside of our fritters. You can safely cut these apples using a butter knife at home. But since I'm a trained professional, I'll be cutting the rest with my chef's knife. If you use anything sharp in the kitchen, please make sure to grab a parent or guardian. Apples are actually one of the most nutrient-rich foods. The skin contains a lot of fiber, and the fruit itself contains a lot of the vitamin C. And there you have it. Now we're gonna wanna dry these off. We want them as crisp as possible before we add them into the batter. We'll be using 2 cups of flour, add in a 1/2 cup sugar, and a tablespoon of baking powder. Now a teaspoon of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg, lastly, some ground cloves. Give it a quick mix, set aside. Now it's time for our wet ingredients. We'll be using some apple cider. We'll be using a couple eggs. Make sure to crack on a flat surface. We don't want any shells inside of our fritters. 3 tablespoons of butter that we melted in the microwave. If you want an easy way to measure butter, there's actually a guide on the side. This is the 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, and so on. Now we're gonna add a splash of vanilla and mix it up. And keep mixing until everything is evenly incorporated. Now it's my favorite part. We're gonna add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients and mix them up. Come take a look at this. The texture's almost there, but we want to mix it up a little bit more before we add our apples. Oh yeah, this is what we're looking for. Everything's fully incorporated, and now we're ready to add the apples. Continue doing this until they're fully mixed into the dough. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees and grab your baking sheet. You can make these as big or as small as you want. I'm gonna be using a spoon to portion out the perfect bite-sized pieces. Let's throw them into the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. Now we're gonna make our apple cider glaze. We're gonna start with 2 cups of powdered sugar. We're gonna add a 1/4 cup of apple cider. A little bit of cinnamon and nutmeg. Now give it a mix. Bam, just like that, these guys are ready. Time to brush on our apple cider glaze. These are smelling delicious. They smell exactly like apple pie. Let these rest for 10 minutes. All right, let's give one a try. This is my first time making apple fritters, and they turned out great. They were quick, easy, and fun to make with the whole family. Thank you guys for watching us here today. I hope you guys had fun. If you want to find a farmer's market near you, please visit the link below.